Well, g'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And looks like we've hit a little bit of a snag with Morgan Gibbs-White, just a little snag. Looks like Nottingham Forest are playing silly buggers with it. Excuse me. The story's weird. Oh my lord, it's full of legal stuff, business stuff, all the stuff that really gets the kids excited about football. So apparently this is what I'm reading. Apparently the clause, the exit clause, what is it called? I've forgotten. The if you pay this amount of money, you can have him. That clause is confidential. I don't know the point in that, but it's confidential. And because there's this like archaic rule in football where, you know, officially you're not supposed to talk to a player without the permission of their club. That's what's referred to as tapping up. And look, it's a bullshit rule because everyone does it all of the time. But I kind of like that there is the pretense of having the rule in place, because I think that sometimes protects players, because if it was just all completely accepted and above board, then I would imagine that there'd be lots of instances where players would get approached and talked to just as bargaining chips to get better deals than other players, and that would ruin, you know, a lot more relationships between players and their current club. So I like it that we all pretend that it doesn't happen, because when it does happen, if you are finally meeting next to the Flugel board at IKEA on a Sunday afternoon where no one's about, then you know it's a serious approach. So I think it's fair enough. I like having it both ways. I mean, not being able to talk to players is a joke, but I like at least that they pretend that they don't do it. But anyway, so I'm only guessing really that, well, I mean, what's the point in having a release clause that's private, that no one knows about? Is it just on the off chance that some club randomly guesses the correct figure, then we sell it? I don't know, it's all weird. NDAs are weird in general. I used to do a little bit of work with NDAs. I mean, to me, they're just intimidation tools, really, that you can threaten people with if they say something, you know. But I mean, I don't know how Forest are going to pin down who was at fault here, because I'm guessing one of the reasons you have agents in the game is that sort of layer of separability between the player and the outside world. So the player itself, or a player themselves, are not being approached by the club, but the agents certainly are. I mean, I don't think there's any rule in, I mean, you can say you can't talk to a player without a club's permission, but you can't talk to their brother, their friends, their agents. Of course you can. So I'm guessing that the agent was approached by Tottenham, and Tottenham said, you know, we're interested. What's the story? Oh, well, there is a release clause, so stay tuned, Spurs. And that's how it happened. So he's going to go, the old Forest owner, he's going to go to the Premier League cap in hand. I've been all done by, governor. And they'll all just go and swivel, mate. 'Cause look, for me, whether this happens or whether it falls through, I've still got to be happy about the way Tottenham went about this. They through no, I don't think they've done anything wrong, but they actually went in hard. They went in to get a player over the line, a top player, and get it done. So if it goes a bit wayward because of all this shenanigans, hey, still well done, Tottenham, and it gives me more hope. If this one falls through, we know that we've got money to spend and we're going to go and get a player. It seems to be what we're doing at the moment. I mean, I'm still scratching my head at this new look Tottenham Hotspur, where we go out and buy, you know, other teams' best players. West Ham, Kudus, too good for you. Nottingham Forest, Gibbs-White, over here, son. We're just going around these clubs saying, who's your best player then? Yeah, we'll have them. So Weiser from Brentford is another one that's on the cards, or Wharton. I'm happy. But we'll see how this courtroom bollocks plays out. And in other sort of administrative news, unfortunately, I think this is a shame. That Crystal Palace looks like they've been demoted to the Euro Disney League because of John Textor. And I saw this reported on Sky News, and they had this. I've forgotten this guy's name. I don't like him. I don't watch Sky Sports much, so I don't know who they are. But it's this guy, and he's all like manufactured, and he looks slick, and he was just talking bollocks. His argument, and he was saying like Crystal Palace are going to fight them on the streets, and they're not going to take this bitter pill. It was a horrible turn of phrase this guy was using. Anyway, that's the media for you these days. And his argument was, well, they let in, bigger clubs. Why are they not letting in Crystal Palace? And to me, the whole moral of this story is, don't let rich dickheads own more than one football club. Why are they doing this, We all know that everything you see around you is being owned by less and less people every day that goes on. I don't want that with football clubs. So I like that rule. If you own more than one club, tough shit. But it's hard for the Crystal Palace fans have done nothing wrong. It's their owner, or I think he sold his shares now. This John Textor shadowy guy who claims he's got no influence on the stuff he owns. They just ignore me. Yeah, bollocks, mate. So that's the story on that one. I think just don't own more than one club. Just stop it from happening, and you won't see this. So unfortunate there, but hey, who cares about Crystal Palace because we're in Champions League. And you know what? I fancy a sniff at it. We get another 2 players in, including Gibbs-White. So if we get him and one more, bloody hell, man, we are cooking. We're going to come storming next year. Nice sunny day, is it? Yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, till next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Come on, you Spurs.